listening to some stuff on, who is this from? Business Basics, I think. Really good channel. But they were discussing about how there's no way Israel could have known where all those, S-300, S-400, supposed to be top of the line, supposed to be able to see the B-2 even, yada, yada, yada. And none of them worked the way that they were advertised. And so Iran is pissed. They just entered in a 20-year pact with Russia not even months ago. They had drones coming from Iran into Russia. Lots of them. I don't know what Russia was doing in return for that, but we do know that Russia most likely knew where these S-400 and S-300s were located. Sometimes they have agreements with, they want to know where they are because they don't want their technology, right, passed to the other country. So what they do is they make these little, deals. Somehow they can pay attention or keep a monitoring a GPS system locator inside the weaponry. We do that all the time. The USA does it all the time. And they make it, and especially if it's even so, they're given an aid, and somebody like Ukraine couldn't even shoot their missiles long range. We wouldn't even give them long range ones at first, but then they had capabilities to do so. They said, listen, you can't do it, not with our weapons. We don't want to inflame a possible nuclear war, was the idea. Okay, so this is what we got. There's a senior Iranian politician, he said Iran and Russia alliance is pretty much a scam. He said that his name was like Mohammed Sadir, appointed by Khamenei to his advisory council, attacked what he called Russia's treachery. This is how the Russians are. He claimed Israel wiped out a significant part of the Iranian air defense after the Russians gave the Israelis information on all of Iran's air defense sites. So that's pretty significant. And I do not blame Russia for doing so. How could you? They have nuclear weapons. They understand the absolute power of them and the absolute instability that's going on better than we do. But because they haven't, they understand a little bit more about the Iranians. They're closer to Iran geographically, and they had the alliance. Like I said, they entered into some 20-year pact. But anyway, point being, it looks like Russia did the right thing there by basically not preventing, but giving the opportunity to knock back their program months to years. Why wouldn't you do that? Nuclear bombs hurt the whole planet, no matter where they're. So if they hit Israel, the wind blows, It destroys the economy. It would destroy the economy because of all the food and sometimes fish, plant life, the milk from cows, you name it. Everything would be irradiated, There would be, Israel's so small, if you hit it with 3 or 4 bombs, you can't come back to Israel anymore. Israel's gone because you can't get rid of the radiation. That you just can't just okay, let's live here now again. You can't do that.